Welcome back to Living Local. It is our Carolina Trust Financial Friday Community Panel Day, which is always so much fun. So we have Hatton and we have Chef Jamie here with us. So now that we're back, Hatton, I want to chat with you about Brookgreen. So you are at Brookgreen, you lucky, lucky person.
I know.
Right now is a beautiful time at Brookgreen. All the flowers are coming out, right?
It is gorgeous, and every day I drive in, I feel very lucky to be there. And during my lunch break, I walk around and see, see the sculpture, go visit the animals.
Sure.
But right now, everything is in bloom, and it is beautiful.
Oh, I'm sure. I think, maybe this is just me. I get in this habit, which is a bad habit. That every year with Night of a Thousand Candles, I always go to Brookgreen for that. It's the tradition. But sometimes I forget that it's a year-round thing going on. You always have different programs and different, festivals going on, and it's really great to go to any time of the year, right?
Yes, we've always been members, and so especially when we had children, it's such a great place to bring kids. They can run around, they can, especially the zoo, but they just love to be outside. And so we've gone every year throughout the year, not just for special events. So it really is a year-round destination.
And you guys have your, annual Memorial Day 5K, right? Isn't that coming up?
That's coming up on Sunday at 6.
Okay.
And
I've always wanted to do that.
So the route, maybe not though, right?
No. Well, yeah. I can walk. I can waddle through the race. You
can bring a stroller.
That's very true. But this goes through the actual gardens. It's the perfect 5K, right? Even if you're not a runner, you can walk. You can do whatever you want just to kind of go through that path. So that is awesome. And all the details are online, right?
That's right.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, Chef Jamie, I'm sure you're asked all the time for recipes for Memorial Day, right? For cookouts and stuff. I know August was talking before we started rolling.
What do you cook? And I feel like I'm one of those people that always ends up just bringing a watermelon and cutting it up and hoping people just
in the person's kitchen. Be
right?
Can I borrow your knife, your container, your bowl?
Exactly. I just brought this big old watermelon, But I feel like there's so many different. I feel like everything I know how to cook is hot, and then you go to a barbecue and you're sitting outside and you're already hot and muggy, and I'm like, what is something that I can bring that it's not going to make people hotter, but they're going to enjoy, you know?
I do feel like watermelon's a go-to.
Yeah,
do you have any recipes with that?
So, I have gotten really good at cutting a watermelon. I could do it in a record time, but that's about as far as that goes. No, it depends. If I was going to have a little barbecue at the house or a cookout, I like to do hamburgers and hot dogs and maybe a pasta dish for a side, like a pasta salad. And just because I have made all kinds of chicken breasts before and all kinds of things. And the adults are like, do you have any more hot dogs? And I'm like, okay, well, obviously I'm, overreaching.
Overdoing it,
I like to keep it simple, like hamburgers and hot dogs. Sometimes I'll make our chili sauce that we used to make at our restaurant in New York to go over the hamburgers and the hot dogs. And then I usually do a pasta dish, maybe a hot pasta dish or cold, depends on how I feel, and it depends on how many kids are coming. If it's a lot of kids, I'll do my regular mac and cheese, with white American cheese. If there's a lot more adults coming, maybe I'll do the spicy buffalo chicken mac and cheese, something like that. But when I go places and if someone's like, can you bring something? I usually do go for a dip or pickled shrimp or just something that's easy to make you can serve it in a big bowl or one, tray, just so it's easy for the host too. I bring it there, pop it in the oven and warm it up, or I try to bring it as hot as I can already.
You have got this down to a science.
Yeah. I've had many parties, and I remember one time I cooked all this food and everyone's like, you have any more hot dogs? I'm like, okay, well guys, now I'm just making you hot dogs.
Yeah, never mind.
That's it. Forget everything else.
But your hot dogs and hamburgers, is there a secret, secret
I like to cook the hot dogs on the grill, just to say, an outdoor grill over open fire. And then the hamburgers, I just make sure to buy good quality beef. And I either, those boxes of frozen patties are fine, I guess. But I would much prefer to get something a little bit fresher than something that's been sitting in the freezer box. But other than just a good seasoning, and I like to toast the buns. I have to take the extra step and toast the buns.
That makes sense.
So
I do like it when the buns are toasted.
Yeah, makes
does make a difference. I feel like I could talk about food all day.
I know.
But I won't. Stick with us. We'll be right back when we come back here on Living Local. We're going to chat about Hatton's new blog. We'll be right back.
I can't wait.